afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's briefing. I just wanted to emphasise that we are working very closely with Table Tennis England regarding the exponential increase in the use of anti-spin rubbers. Table Tennis England are the experts, and we, the government, are being guided by their expertise. To start, I just wanted to emphasise that if you discover anti-spin, don't panic. Withdraw from the table tennis table immediately. Stay safe. Self-isolate. And stay away. If you need to practice, stay at least 2 meters from others who are not using normal rubbers. Otherwise, you may get affected. Even if they appear safe, I can tell you they may not be safe. They may present a danger. They all look normal, but they behave in an unusual and very random fashion. Yes, random fashion. If you have dependents and they have been exposed to anti-spin for the first time, offer them some wisdom and help with their frustration at what could be a very difficult time for them. I ask you to please follow these guidelines. It is our aim to control this outbreak and to bring the number of people who carry this rubber down to a manageable level. We can't do it alone. And this is why I'm asking all table tennis players to consider others at this grave time and to do what is right for the sport. Now, when it comes to your dependent children, they can be very determined to do what is ever necessary to get them at that competitive edge. So as parents, you may not be in a position to fully follow this advice. And we understand, that is very understandable. However, I want to assure all that together we can eradicate this, this spin stuff. Rest assured, Table Tennis England and the government are determined to eradicate anti-spin rubber, and with your help, it will be destined to the history books. Now, I want to hand you over to Derek Knight, who is the Secretary of State for Portishead Table Tennis Club and Pride of Table Tennis Awards National Volunteer Runner-Up. He and his teammate, Steve Connor, have extensive knowledge in the use of this anti-spin rubber. Okay, I'll hand you over now. Action! Oh, sorry. We're live, are we? We're on air? Oh, sorry. I was on 58 minutes there. I was going to beat Neil Diamond. Anyway, right. Sorry. Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. And thank you, Prime Minister. What I would like to show you today are the statistics. Do we have the statistics, please? Oh, there we go. Thank you. Here's the first slide. Yeah, this shows the recent exponential rise in use of anti-spin. You'll see that in the mid-70s and 80s, there was very little use of this rubber. In fact, the material technology needed to deceive opponents didn't really become known until the early noughties. It was first invented in China around 2003 and imported from then on. Since then, there's been a big increase in its use, as shown in the graph. Second slide, please. But now we'd like to talk about the social impact associated with using anti-spin rubber. As you'd expect with a rise in numbers, there is a direct correlation with the reported attacks. The profile is similar to the previous slide, but there is a delay which we would expect to see. Third slide, please. Continuing now with the effect on people, this slide represents what we now know about how people have been adversely affected after playing a match against an opponent using anti-spin. There's more work to be done on this phenomenon, but just to be clear, The psychological effects on players is not age, gender, colour, race related. However, one major factor seems to be that there is more of an effect if the player loses the game. Well, that concludes today's statistics and presentation, so it's back to you, Prime Minister.
Cut!
Thank you, Derek. Thank you. Yeah, but we just have enough time. I think we do. Yes. Just enough time for a question from the member of public. Do we have that one? Here's a viewer's question from Timo Boll. If this rubber was known about as early as around 2003, why was no action taken to prevent it spreading or even to have make it illegal? Well, thank you very much for that question, Timo. It's a bit more of a technical answer than I think I'm suitable to answer. So I'll hand you over to Derek on that one. Derek, would you mind answering that one? Yes, Prime Minister. Yes, thanks for that question. No problem at all. We did advise players not to use this rubber some years ago now. But I must admit this is a little difficult for me because I've used this rubber for about 5 years now. So, but I've got to say that I do make it easier because I only use it on one side of the bat. So I think that's fair and a bit of a legal compromise. Do you not think so? Yes. Yeah. And of course, there was a law in 2010 so that you had a black side and a red side. So, you know, the players, your opponents do know when the funny ball is going to come and when it's going to waver in the air and bounce funnily on the table. So I think, again, that's a sort of fair thing, isn't it? Well, I think so. Back to you, Prime Minister. Thank you, Derek. Thank you. Absolutely brilliant answer and very, very comprehensive, as always. Well, I think that concludes today's presentation. And it just leaves me to say, stay alert, control anti-spin, and help others. There is more information available online at www.eradicateantispinrubbers.co.uk, and here is a sample image for you.